Taking a look at one of the ways to trade low volatility markets, and when the markets have very narrow ranges, you want to take a look at trading the market with the biggest point value or the biggest daily dollar range. And for example, the DAX. The DAX can be considered a scary market to trade because of the daily dollar range and the point value. It's 25 euros per tick, and you can easily have a 2,500 euro range in one day. And here is a back-tested performance summary for tick count trend back to 2005 for the DAX. And you see it has 94.31 average trade profit per euro, or euros, 94.31 euros per trade, 191,075 euros total net profit, and a 15,612.50 euro drawdown, which has happened in the past and could happen in the future as well. Lately, the drawdowns have been less. You see the straight up nature, choppy nature, straight up nature, choppy nature, straight up nature of this market. And so one of the things you could do is I've set up a money management algorithm for this. The money management algorithms look at the original system, and I have the money management algorithm over here on the right, and it's long only. And the reason I go long only is because the markets tend to when it's traded on the long side, you see there is less drawdown. There's less volatility. When markets go up, there tends to be less choppiness. When they go down, there's more choppiness and bigger drawdowns. And so in this scenario, the average trade profit is also lower. But we use the money management algorithm, and we look at the long only money management algorithm version back to 2005, and you see 113.57 euro average trade profit, 59.50 euro drawdown, and the total net profit of 64,737.50 euros. Here is the equity curve on the long only side. From this point forward, since about 2014, I think $3,600 euro drawdown, and overall 59.50 drawdown back to 2005. And you can trade the DAX. The DAX trades until 1600. It doesn't trade till 4:15 Eastern time. It stops at 4 o'clock Eastern time, and so we exit 1 minute before the close at 3:59. You can create a custom session. The DAX starts trading at 2 a.m. Eastern time, but we create a custom session to where this lines up from 9:31 until you can trade it till 1600, and the NYC tick also goes to 1600, but you see some extra ticks here at the bottom and the after hours. But it trades during this U.S. stock index period where there's lots of correlations, but there's bigger movement in the DAX, and so sometimes you can find a clearer picture in an index that has more movement. It's easier to find the trend. It's not as stealth as something like the E-mini S&P. So the concept is when volatility is low and ranges are low, you take long only trades on the biggest index, and when VIX spikes and it's time to short the market, you short the less volatile markets such as the E-mini S&P or the E-mini Dow, because there's bigger movements in those markets. You could also still short the DAX because when it's profitable, the profits can potentially be bigger per contract, but you're going to get more volatility. So again, this is with the money management algorithm. If you have tick count trend, the inputs that I'm using for tick count trend are right here. You can pause the video and take a look at that. I made the stop loss and profit target 1,200 euros, which is rather large, but I think it's best to focus on the overall max drawdown instead of the stop loss and profit target amounts. The money management algorithm inputs are, if you look over here on this side, go format, strategies, and then we take a look at the inputs. You're using rule number 12 is the only one we're using, and we buy the drawdown. And so we buy the drawdown when it's It starts at $3,000, and when you run up 2,000, you stop and you wait for another $3,000 drawdown. So you can pause the video here and take a look at all the inputs. Actually, it goes off the screen, so I'm going to scroll through here. If you need these inputs, you can pause the video as you need it. So Rule 12, and then you have Rule 12 inputs down here are 3,000 and 2,000. 9:30 to 3:30 Eastern time is when you take entries, and it's long only. You exit at 15:59, $1,200 stop, 1,200 profit target. You sync the exit with the master. You sell short, you turn that to off, so you can take long only trades. And there are the results again with that. And in the short term, those have been much higher. Over 200 euro average trade profit since 2014, and about less than 4,000 euro drawdown since 2014. And so that's something you could trade. This could change at any time. But that is what we're looking at as far as trading DAX long only and low volatility, and then other markets to short.